Worm Gold has a title that I found pretty interesting. Maybe you will too. Pagan, Fate of Roanoke. This is a 2-player game, ages 12 and up, and should take about 30 to 60 minutes to play. Pagan, Fate of Roanoke is an expandable deduction card game set in the colonial America of 1587. The essence of this asymmetrical game is a witch's struggle against a witch hunter. As the witch strives to complete a ritual of renaturation, a hunter tries to discover her true identity among 9 villagers. Each turn, the 2 players use their action pawns on active villages to draw cards, play cards, and to gain influence. Each player has their own variable card deck of 50 cards with these cards. The witch can brew powerful potions, improve familiar, and cast enchantments and charms, while the witch hunter enlists allies, claims strategic locations, and ruthlessly investigates all villagers. As the witch, your objective is to collect enough secrets to perform a ritual so potent that the entire region will fall under your spell and Mother Nature will reclaim the island. As the hunter, you gather all the allies and support that you can muster to bring the witch to justice before her fatal ritual comes to fruition. Okay, a little bit of a 2-player cat and mouse style, it seems. Back and forth, hunter hunted, yet they each have a mission to do. Okay, the time period was up my alley. I'm digging the theme of this, so I wanted to find out more information. Now, there are not nearly enough board games that use the American colonial history as a backdrop. I mean, I think I can only think of 2 others off the top of my head. And in this flooding sea of board games nowadays, that's nothing. That's almost 0%. So why is this not tapped? I don't know. But I'm glad that it was for this. So that, right there, is enough for me to be even more interested in the game. The artwork for this, that's another thing that kept me coming back, looking up more information just so I could see some of the artwork. They did a really good job capturing this emotional feel with the art. Oh, they sure did. You can feel the theme just dripping off of every drawn line, every piece of color. Thematically, the art on this brings the game completely to life, it looks like to me. So, they talk about the decks being very well made. That although the decks are separate, individual, asymmetrical style decks, one for each of the players, the hunter, the witch hunter that is, and the witch herself, that these 2 decks work beautifully, are well balanced, are fantastically balanced, is the idea that I'm getting from a lot of these reviewers. So that makes me look forward even more to trying this game, because these decks are so different. Each game you play, if you're playing as the witch hunter, or the next game you're playing as the witch, it has to feel differently each and every time. How can it not? So that alone, that little bit of replayability for the different feel, the different atmosphere, different theme of each deck really wants me to get this game so I can get it to the table and try it. There also seems to be a lot of expansions for this. This game is less than 2 years old, or just about 2 years old, and there's already a handful or more of expansions for this game. So that's great. I think that's a great sign. When you see that a publisher has gone out of their way, they have so much faith in a game that they've gone out of their way to make sure that there's going to be more of the game, more expansions to it, with more different variants, new rules, new ways to play the game. That's fantastic. And right off the bat, this has already a handful or more of expansions. That shows a lot of faith from the publisher. I think this looks like it's going to be a really great, fun head-to-head game. A lot of the reviewers talk about this being one of their favorite 2-player head-to-head kind of games. That's another thing that has me excited. I really think this is moving from my radar to my shelf pretty soon. But, listen, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anyone that you think is trying to influence you. You want to be informed. So go get some more information. Best way to do that, best way to get an honest feel, is to watch playthroughs. Because you don't know what a reviewer, has been bribed or gifted, to say to you in their review. But when you watch a playthrough, that gives you a much more honest feeling of whether you and your buddies are going to like the game, if it's something that's going to be up your alley. So that's why I always say this at the end of these videos. Please, go out, get some more information, and find out if you're going to enjoy Pagan: Fate of Roanoke.